Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff. Behind you is everything you've ever known, safe, predictable, familiar. In front of you is fog. You can't see what lies beyond it, but you've heard stories. Some say there's freedom. Others say it's dangerous. Your heart races as you step back. Not today, you think. And that's how another dream dies. In this zone, you're not required to confront fear, learn from failure, or stretch yourself. Today, we're talking about something that quietly kills more dreams, more potential, more ambition than any failure ever could. But long term, this peace becomes stagnation. And stagnation is not neutral, it's decay. Just like still water becomes stale, your spirit, your talent, your motivation begins to rot when it's not moving. The comfort zone, that seemingly safe space where risks are minimal, pain is rare, and change is optional. It's the idea that if you don't stretch, you won't tear. But here's the irony. By avoiding discomfort, we don't avoid pain. We only delay it and amplify it. But here's the harsh truth. Your comfort zone might feel like a sanctuary, but in reality, it's a slow-acting poison. If you stay in it too long, it becomes your coffin. Let's talk about how to break free before it's too late. But what you don't realize is that you're re-inviting the pain of regret years later. You might avoid the effort it takes to build a new skill. But then, when the world changes and you're left behind, the panic and helplessness you feel is far worse than any growing pain. The comfort zone is more than just a psychological state. Every great idea, every career leap, every meaningful relationship, every life-changing experience, they all require some level of discomfort. If you avoid discomfort, you automatically reject the opportunities that come with it. If you're not growing, you're shrinking. Muscles that aren't used weaken. Skills that aren't practiced fade. Minds that aren't challenged dull. Your comfort zone atrophies your potential slowly, quietly, but it's the opposite. Action builds confidence. Confidence is a result, not a prerequisite. If you don't act, if you don't stretch, you rob yourself of the chance to become more. It's a behavioral trap. It's where your activities and behaviors fit a routine that minimizes stress and risk. It's where everything feels familiar. You know how the day will unfold, you know what's expected, you know who you are within it. But comfort zones don't encourage growth. They don't demand adaptation or inspire resilience. Nothing new is learned there. Nothing is built. That may sound fine in the short term. Who doesn't want a little peace? If the comfort zone is so damaging, why do we stay? The answer is simple. Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of the unknown. The comfort zone becomes a security blanket. It's the illusion of safety. You might avoid the fear of rejection by not putting yourself out there. So we settle, we rationalize, we tell ourselves stories. It's not the right time. Maybe I'm not ready. I'll try later. But later never comes. Comfort feeds procrastination. Procrastination feeds regret. And regret feeds emptiness. Staying in your comfort zone feels safe, but safety isn't free. There's a cost. Missed opportunities. Every dream you've had lives outside your comfort zone. Decline of potential. Human beings are designed for growth, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Erosion of confidence. Most people believe confidence comes first, that once you feel confident, you'll take the leap. The regret factor, study after study has shown this. The biggest regrets people have in life aren't about what they did, they're about what they didn't do, the chances they didn't take, the words they didn't say, the steps they didn't take because comfort seduced them into staying put. They didn't get where they are by staying cozy. They took hits. They risked failure. They pushed themselves when it was hard. Discomfort was their daily companion and they embraced it. You don't need to jump off a metaphorical cliff tomorrow, but you do need to walk toward the edge, step by step. Here's how let's reframe discomfort. What if the butterflies in your stomach aren't warning signs but invitations? What if nervousness is just a signal that you're about to grow? What if discomfort is the training ground for your next level? Speak up when you'd usually stay silent. Try that workout. Pitch that idea. Make the call. Discomfort doesn't need to be overwhelming, it just needs to be present. Learn a new skill. Practice public speaking. Whatever makes you uneasily into it. Over time, discomfort becomes familiar. You stop fearing it. And when that happens, the possibilities explode. Who dream big? Who push boundaries? Their energy is contagious. Their courage is a mirror, not perfection. Look at any high achiever, any creator, any innovator, any athlete, any leader. Pain isn't the enemy. Fear isn't either. They're signals. Every step outside your comfort zone is a win. Acknowledge it, track it, recognize the courage it takes to do something different. Growth is not about perfection, it's about persistence. You stop underestimating yourself. That confidence ripples into every area of your life. Signals that you're heading into unfamiliar territory. And that's where transformation happens. Is it your job, your routine, your health, your relationships? Be brutally honest. Comfort often wears a disguise. You need to unmask it. So, how do you escape your comfort zone? You wake up with purpose. You go to bed with fulfillment. You stop living a life dictated by fear, habits, and limitations. You start choosing your direction. You become the architect of your life, not just a tenant in it. and your passions. You stop living on autopilot and start living with intention. Resilience isn't built in peace, it's forged in fire. Become aware. The first step is awareness. Identify where in your life you've become too comfortable. Start small, but start now. Change doesn't require massive, overnight transformation. Start small. Say yes to something you'd usually avoid. Set stretch goals. Stretch goals are just beyond your current capability. They require effort, learning, and a little fear. Set one goal that makes you slightly nervous. That's a good sign. It means you're aiming just right. Comfort zone goals are easy wins. What dream have you buried under layers of routine and excuses? What version of yourself is waiting on the other side of fear? Not the reckless but the brave. Those who are willing to feel the fear and do it anyway. Those who choose growth over ease, action over hesitation. Build a discomfort habit. Make discomfort a habit. Daily, weekly. Build it into your life. Take cold showers. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people, but safety, when taken too far, becomes a cage. And if you stay in that cage too long, it becomes your coffin. Quiet, padded, familiar, and deadly. Your environment matters. If everyone around you is addicted to comfort, you'll be too. Seek out people who challenge you. Celebrate progress. Don't wait until the goal is achieved to celebrate. Here's what's on the other side of the comfort zone. Clarity. When you stretch yourself, you discover what matters. You get clear on your values, your priorities, confidence. Every time you act in the face of fear, you build confidence. You realize you're capable of more. Purpose. Growth leads to meaning. When you're stretching, striving, learning, you feel alive. Resilience. Comfort weakens you. Challenge strengthens you. Life doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. Freedom. This is the ultimate prize. When you escape your comfort zone, you reclaim your power. So let me ask you a question. What have you put off because it felt uncomfortable? Your comfort zone feels like safety. You don't need to leap, but you do need to move, because life rewards the bold. Don't let comfort kill your future. Stretch, strive, stumble, stand back up, move again, escape the coffin, step into the storm, because that's where the real life begins.